Welcome back to my channel. Today's look is going to be a glittery New Year's Eve look, as you could tell by the intro. And this is actually going to be a collab video with the absolutely beautiful Ashlynn Bakken. I will leave a link to her video down below in the description box, and you definitely have to check hers out. She is so gorgeous and she's really amazing at explaining every single step that she's doing, so I know you guys will really love her. So definitely go over and check out her channel and subscribe while you guys are there. So for today's look, I wanted to do something, of course, with glitter, because I just think New Year's and glitter go hand in hand, and I felt like using one of my new Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, of course. And the one that I'm using is this one here, and it's called In the Spotlight, and I applied it all over the lid and then applied a gold glitter on top, and I just love the way that it turned out. It kind of gave us like that rose gold look, so I think it's really gorgeous, and this shadow is stunning on its own. All the foiled eyeshadows are. And then I just used my Smashbox full exposure palette for the rest of the look. So to see how to get this glittery glam New Year's Eve look, just keep on watching. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and just applying it onto my lid and my lower lash line. And just using my Sigma P82 brush to blend it all in, and this will be our primer for today. Taking a piece of tape and lining it up with my lower lash line, extending it outwards towards my brow, and I'm using this today because we'll be doing a cut crease, and this just makes it a lot easier. Using my BH Cosmetics blending brush in some of M4 from the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and we're just going to use this kind of as a base color, and it will just help to set the primer that we use. So just work it into your crease and upper crease area just really roughly. In the same brush in some of M3, I am working that into the crease and upper crease area. This is going to be our first transition shade, and it's pretty light, so we can be a little bit more rough with it, and so just kind of really take your time blending it in. Using a Morphe B19 and some of M2, I'm starting to work this into the crease area, and we're kind of keeping it right up a little bit above the crease because it's going to be a cut crease look, so we really want to be able to see that definition even when our eyes open. And don't worry if you get a little bit on the lid, we will be using concealer to clean up and sharpen up the crease. Using the same brush in some of M6, we're going to start to use this to really define that crease area. So just really working it in and using really small circular motions to make sure that we don't have any harsh edges. Using an M200 brush and some of M6, we are going to work that into the crease, like directly into the crease, and just really define it once again. And by using this color, it'll help when we go in with the next black shade to make sure everything just blends seamlessly. Using that same M200 brush and some of M7, we are going to start to really define this crease. So just be careful with it and keep it right in that crease area, and try not to bring it up very far. You want to slowly add this color because when working with black, it's definitely easier to blend a little bit at a time rather than getting too much on and trying to blend that all out. I'm using my Anastasia brush in some of the M7, and we're going to use this to really carve out that crease. Like I said before, if you get any a little bit too low onto the crease, don't worry about it because the concealer will just sharpen it right up and clean it up for us in a little bit. Using that M200 brush and some of M6, and we're going to start blending this in right above the black and just bringing it up a little bit. Taking some of M2 on my Morphe B19 brush, I'm going to run this along the top edges and just kind of work out any edges that we have, and just take my time with blending this because we really just want it to be a smooth transition between colors. And next I'll be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and an angled brush, and we're going to be using this to clean up and really cut the crease. And so just take your time with this and kind of do it in sections so that you can really get a nice sharp edge. I'm first dipping my finger into the color In the Spotlight, which is a foiled shadow by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to start patting that onto the lid, kind of keeping a space between the actual crease because I want to use a brush so that we can make sure to keep that sharp edge. And then I dipped my Anastasia brush into that same In the Spotlight shadow, and I'm just going to start patting that on and really keeping that sharp edge in the crease. Using the other side of my Anastasia brush, I'm going to go over the crease area and just kind of make sure that we keep it nice and dark. Using a small brush and some of the e.l.f. glitter primer, I'm just going to pat that onto my lid. And then using my e.l.f. brush to pat on some of the Shining Dawn glitter. And we just kind of want this sparingly on the lid because I still want to be able to see that shadow through the glitter. And after that, I am going in with my favorite gel liner, which is the MARYKAY black gel liner, and then using my BH Cosmetics angled brush, I'm going to be creating a cat eye. So I start off with the wing and just follow the tape, extending it outwards, and then connect it all the way into my inner corner. I already lined my lower waterline and lash line with a black liner, and now I am taking my Anastasia brush in some of M7 and using that to set the liner first and then start to smudge it out. Bring it down the furthest on the outer edge. Then I'm going in with my MORPHE M200 and some of the M6 shade and really buffing out the lower lash line and smoking it out as always. I want the inner corner to be really bright, so I'm first taking my NYX liner, and it's the silver one, and just applying that as a base to my inner corner. Taking my BH Cosmetics blending brush of Makeup Geek SHIMMA and applying that right on top. Went ahead and curled my lashes and applied some mascara, and now I'm taking my Salon Perfect Demi Wispies, and I have 2 pairs stacked together, and I'm just going to set them right on. Moving on to lips, I will be first lining them using my Jordana lip pencil, and it's in the color Tawny. And I'll be using that to pretty much line the lips and then fill them in. And lastly, I will be going in with my Wet n Wild lipstick in the color Bare It All and applying that all over. And sorry that I keep using this lipstick, but when I'm doing my shimmery looks, I really like to have a matte lip. Alright beauties, and here you have the finished glittery New Year's Eve look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and maybe learned something new today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed. So don't forget to subscribe while you are here. That way, every time I upload a new video, you guys will get a notification. I hope you guys all have a fabulous New Year's, and I will see you all soon. Bye, beauties.